All right, so what's up, friends and fellow gamers? How's it going, YouTube, Facebook, all you peoples? So this is a round two of my Star Wars Edge of the Empire unboxing experience, because I just did this video once, and funny thing, I had my Google account set to the wrong name. So I'm gonna do this again now. So I apologize, it's already been unboxed, but hey, what the hell? Now it's all still in the box. So when you open the box up, this is what it looks like inside. Had all kinds of goodies in it. So yeah, so we got the Star Wars Edge of the Empire beginner game box set by Fantasy Flight Games. Some really cool artwork here. It's an introduction to role playing for 3 to 5 players. 3 to 5. Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense with the GM, the Myth Master, the Dungeon Master, the George Lucas of the Star Wars universe, if you will. Anyway, so yeah, I'm really digging the artwork on this stuff. I don't know if you guys see that too well or not, but it's really cool stuff. I'm really liking the artwork. They just see flight top notch. And then on the back of the box, you got a small little setup here of how. So yeah, this is the actual box itself. First up, we got this nice little bag of the Star Wars dice. I guess it's like on the App Store or something that you can purchase. I want to say it was like a something. I myself would rather have the real dice. I just like the physical, like, you know, actually like being able to like roll the dice. I like chucking dice. Dice chuckers. Anyway, bad joke. So yeah, we got the dice here. We got the difficulty dice, and the. To be very honest with all you guys, like, I'm not really sure how the mechanics on the dice work yet for this system anyway. Like, I like what they've done, and I'm really curious to see like how actually it works and like how it does in like gameplay. So I'm really excited about this. That's the dice that come with it. I want to say that there were like, what, 14 different dice that came with it. So yeah. Next up, we got the character folios for the pre-gens that you can play with. We've got Oscara, the Twi'lek bounty hunter. Like, basically this thing, it's like a whole little folio folder. I don't know. It's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pages of basically character sheet and everything else that you would need to play this character in the Star Wars game. And like on the back of it, it gives you like a little backstory, like where this person came from, I guess, and all that. Like, the art for this is just top notch, man. Like, look at this. She is a badass, got a huge gun. I don't know that I would have picked a Twi'lek for being a bounty hunter, but that's also because I'm playing the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic games. So like the Twi'leks, this just isn't how they're portrayed in that. So it's taking some getting used to, I guess. But anyway. Top notch. This is Oscara, the bounty hunter. I'm actually really debating on like playing this character because she looks like a badass. So, and then next up we got Posh or Pash, or I don't honestly out of these. I'm just making it up as I go. So please don't like hate me in the comments or something, because I don't honestly know. But anyway, this guy's a smuggler. I'm assuming he's like the Han Solo type character, or the rogue equivalent, if you want to compare it to D&D terms, since that's what I'm familiar with. But yeah, again, it's just like, you know, the 8 pages of character sheet and everything. We've got like the talent tree for this character. We've got skill sheets. We've got, let's see, looks like more skills. Small little explanation of how this, that would be handy, actually, like, now that I think about this. Like, earlier when I did this review, like, I was reading through this, like, looking, like, it gives an explanation, like, the dice and, like, what all the little symbol things and everything mean. I'm like, well, why would they do this in every one? But now it makes sense, because now every character has access to this. so that they don't have to come in. What does that mean? So now that I think about it, it actually does make a lot of sense, and it's props to Fantasy Flight. But yeah, and then we've got more just skills. This game has a lot of skills, it looks like. I don't know. I've never played this. I've never played Edge of the Empire. Like, I just heard a lot of great things about it, and I would love to try it out. So I figured, what the hell? I'm gonna buy the beginner box, try and learn the system before I jump in a game online, and like make myself look like a dumbass because I have no idea what I'm doing. So I figured I would read up on it a little bit and try and have a general idea. So yeah, this is Posh the Smuggler. Like, I'm gonna have to go through and like read stories on these people because like some of these they just look like they'd be really cool. Like this guy, he looks cool. I mean, come on, how can you not want to play this guy? The pistol and the long coat, like, come on, man. He's just a sexy motherfucker. Like, and I apologize for the language. This will not be a PG-13 rated video. So something I thought was really cool about all of this, like this system, is apparently you can play droids. I've never played in a system that allowed you to play a full-on like robot droid character. So yeah, this is a 41-Vex, or however you want to pronounce it. I guess he is a colonist, which is it like a robot colony? Is he just a robotic person? Did he do too much cyberware, maybe, to throw it in Shadowrun terms? Is this what a fully cybered person looks like? Actually, that'd be really cool. I could play this character like a fully cybered out, like Street Sam or something. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, again, with the standard, talent, skills, and character sheets and all that, and, explanations and everything. Like, I really like how they set all this stuff up, and like just like I said before, like the art on this is just top notch. Like, look at this. This is C-3PO on goddamn steroids. I mean, come on. Like, if C-3PO like did a bunch of Sid weights and walked up to R2-D2 and was like, "Do you even lift, bro?" He would be all angry like this. Like, I'm really digging this. And then we got Lowrick or Lowrick or whatever. I don't know. He's just a big, hairy, Wookiee motherfucker. So he's a hired gun with a big stick, maybe an axe or something. I'm not really sure. I haven't read through his folio yet. But again, it's your standard everything in here that it was in the other ones. Just different skills and everything. So yeah, that is the character folio. It's got 4 different characters to choose from. I'm curious, like, if this game has different classes, I guess, or is this kind of like a classless system, kind of like Shadowrun, how you can build your own like character as you go and you can play it how you want to? Maybe I don't know. I haven't had a chance to like really read too in depth into this yet, so I don't know. I'll learn as I go, I guess. So yeah, that was the character folios. Next up, we got. Let's see, I guess I'll do these in order this time. Let's see. Read this first. All right, so the rule books that come with this, they come with these like headlines of like, read this first. This is like just the general overview of like how this all works, like how it gives like the how in the like player's guide and dungeon mapping for D&D, it's got like the names and then like the character that they're playing, like giving an example of play. I have to read through that to get a better idea of how the system works, which I thought was a really cool idea. I enjoy these. I think they're good touches. So, it gives like a small little like idea blurb up here of like how to use the character tokens and the maps and stuff. And then, I mean, what would a Star Wars game be without the classic line of "A galaxy far away"? And then like it's got the classic Star Wars text. Kind of slowly go through here if you guys want to read this. So yeah, I thought that was a cool touch because, I mean, like I said, what kind of a Star Wars game, anything would do something like this. Literally everything Star Wars has had this in it somewhere. So yeah, this is like the general overview where you should start first, read this first. I thought it was catchy. So, all right, next up we got the adventure book. Because it says, read this second. Because I'm going to get a little out of order here. Book that comes with this set, it says read this last. I don't understand why you would want to do the adventure book first and then the rule book. I would think that you would want to read the rule book first and then the adventure book, so you have a general idea of like the mechanics and stuff discussed and like used in the adventure book. I don't know. I don't design this stuff. I thought that was a little weird, so I'm not sure. Maybe if someone's got a better idea of like what happened there, they can know. Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, so we got the adventure book here. And it's just your standard like just adventure book. Literally, I guess that's why they called it the adventure book. But anyway, it's set up every other adventure book that you've ever read or looked at. It's like every other module, more or less. It's got some really cool art in it, though. I mean, like, just for example here, like, we got this chick. Looks like Katniss from the Hunger Games. I don't know what she's doing in the Star Wars universe, maybe. I don't know. That'd be cool. Like, have, like, a Hunger Games themed game. Anyway. Like, I'm really loving the art, the fantasy stuff. Like, they did a really great job. Like, the Gamorreans, top notch. I mean, they're kind of a dumb race, but they look really cool. I think that they did a great job of like showing them. But anyway, book is set up so far. Like it looks like it really gets like in depth, like step by step to run, which may or may not be a good thing, I guess, maybe because like I'm gonna read through this a bit closer to get a better feel for it, but it might be a little railroady, which I guess for like a beginner, like first time thing, railroading is okay. I'm not a big fan of it myself, but it's a good way to like learn the ropes and learn the system and stuff. So, but like seriously though, like just the art and stuff for this is just top notch. I mean, like we got a city here. I'm guessing that's supposed to be the Mos Schusta, whatever. Because like it gives a map example over here, the Mos streets, which interestingly enough is also, they give you a big poster size map with this. And that map is on one of the quarters, basically, of the big poster map they give you. So yeah, that's the adventure book. Read this second. But yeah, like the stormtrooper here having a really bad day. He pizzaed when he should have French a bad day. Like, Miss Azkara is just royally just ruining this guy's day. So anyway. Yeah, that's the adventure book. Next up, we got the rule book. The big granddaddy rule book here. Coming in at a whopping 48 pages, complete with index. It's a very short index. Anyway, yeah. So from the limited looking through I've done of this, it's pretty good. Like it gets pretty in depth in like what everything does. Like my personal favorite, the Rancor. He just looks angry. I don't know if you guys can really see that or not, but top notch. Anyway, I don't know why I start from the back so I go to the forward part. I don't know. I just always done whatever. But yeah, like we got speeder bikes and vehicle travel, interstellar travel. So like that, to me, that opens up options. Like I would think that that'd be really cool to like have like space, huge component and part of the Star Wars like storytelling like universe. So I'm pretty excited about this. Like I would love to see how this actually comes into play and like how it's used. Really, I guess. I'm pretty excited about how all this is going to work. Which actually I may even end up like stealing parts of this for my Spelljammer game I'm running. But anyway, that's another story on the video. So yeah, like it goes pretty in depth about like starship and vehicle combat. So I'm thinking that that's definitely a big thing in this. They get into the equipment, the weapons, gear, basically. I'm not really seeing anything about like Jedis and like the Force. So maybe is that like Age of Rebellion? Did I just not get the right box for that, or does that not really have a big part in this system? Maybe, I don't know. Actually, I think the Force and stuff was its own books, like Force and Destiny or something like that. Maybe, I don't know. I'd have to look into that more. Because I mean, I've always wanted to be a Jedi, like, you know, just Jedi mind tricking people. And anyway, so got talents and like talent descriptions. Like a lot of this like reads like how the what was it, like Dungeons and Dragons 3.5, like how their the feats and stuff did. Like it gave like the feat and then it gave like the prereqs and stuff for it. So I don't know, it's pretty cool. Definitely like familiar aspect if you're used to other systems. See, it appears to give like a skills and skill descriptions. This guy here, is that Han Solo with like a porno stash? What's going on there? Anyway, I'm really like, I love the artwork for this. They did a really great job. I'm gonna have to look up the artist and see who that is. If anybody knows, feel free to leave it in the comments. But yeah, that's the skills. Let's see what we got here. Wounds, strain, and states of health. I'm guessing this is like different actions in combat and stuff that like the characters can do. Additional combat check modifiers. Soak range bands. What's the range bands? Is that like range weapon distances maybe? Like difficulties? I see. So it gives like a little chart kind of like how the difficulty dice are kind of used, which is pretty cool, I guess. Yeah. Let's see. Different actions that the players can take. We've got the turn, like basically your economy of actions, base more or less, I guess, for like the combat and everything. Then we're getting into like the destiny points, and like what all the different dice mean, what they're used for, which is I'm gonna have to really look into because I don't understand these dice at all. That's like completely like foreign concept to me. I'm used to like just the straight D20s, D6s, like you roll, that's what you get. It's all about numbers. Like these colors and pictures and stuff, I don't understand. So if anybody can like explain that to me at some point or like help me with this, that'd be wonderful. But until then, I'm gonna have to like, get up on it and see how the mechanics on that actually work. Because like this book, kinds of like, I don't know if you can read that or not, but like it's just so many just little colorful like dice representations, I guess. So that I think the dice are definitely like a big part of this, huge part of the mechanic and like how they're used. So I definitely need to look into how to use those. But yeah, and just kind of goes through talking about the dice and stuff here. Yeah, that's the rule book. Read last, which, like I said, I don't understand why you'd read the rule book last, but whatever, I don't get this stuff. And then what I thought was cool is on the back of the rule book, it gives like a master like screen explanation of stuff. Like it's got like the skills all listed with the descriptions and like what they're used for, the different stat that like goes with it, like to use that skill. And then like down here it gives like the dice and the symbols and stuff, and like an explanation like what the symbols are. Like it's parts of this are definitely really well set up and like they make a lot of sense. However, why would you put the rule book last? Whatever, small complaint, doesn't really matter. Just personal gripe, I guess. Yeah. So next, see, I guess I kind of grabbed stuff out of order here. This was the paper that came with it. It's basically just like a description of like what's in the box and stuff. On the back of this, it gives you a free downloadable adventure, The Long Arm of the Hutt. and then like it's got like a picture of the Hutt. This is not what I pictured Jabba looking like, or like the rest of the Hutt species. They've always had like a very like classic look, even like amongst all the Star Wars games and stuff. So like they definitely changed the art style on like how the Hutts look. It's different, but it takes some getting used to. But I kind of like it. I mean, he looks more badass. He's like a very fat toad, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. It's cool though. But yeah, I think it's cool how they give you like the free downloadable adventure. That's like maybe it's like a continuation of the adventure book adventure. Maybe, I don't know. I'd have to look into that. From the sound of it, I'm gonna have to look into a lot of stuff about this game. Like there's just a lot. So yeah. Oh, is that Chewie? Did they do that? Are they allowed to do that? I mean, we got the Falcon, we got Han, we got Chewie, but then is it racist if I say like all the Wookiees look alike to me? Maybe. I don't know. But yeah. Oh, I get it. Okay. This is like the actual edge. Okay, that makes a little more sense now. So yeah, definitely probably going to buy this at some point. And if not this one, I'm definitely going to buy the Age of Rebellion, which is the other part of the series of this. And like I said earlier, I think that there was one about like being a Jedi and using the Force. I want to say it was called Force and Destiny or something like that. Don't quote me, I could be wrong. But definitely interesting stuff. Like I've read reviews and stuff on it online, and like people are just crazy about it. So, yeah. Next, we got the big poster map that I was talking. We got, let's see, is right side up? Yeah. All right. So in this, called the Millennium Falcon, they seem to have called it the Crate Fang or something like that. Anyway, it's a big old map of like how the ship is laid out. And then I guess there's like a command center or something down here in the corner, which I like. This is going to look badass, like hanging on my wall when I'm not using it. So I'm about that. And then on the other side here, we got a cantina kind of layout. We got a spaceport control. So I mean, what kind of a Star Wars game are you going to run if you don't have some kind of a cantina scene? I mean, it's iconic, it's classic, you have to do it. And then down here in the bottom, we got the map that I was talking about earlier, the Mos Eisley streets, which I thought was really cool. Like it's basically like just the whole like layout of like how the city is and everything. So yeah, I'm a map lover, so I'm like creaming my jeans over this thing. Definitely the ship, man. The ship is where it's at. Like this is cool. I'm super stoked about this. So yeah, that's the giant full color map that comes with it. And then last but not least, we've got all these character tokens, which I think like the character tokens were a big thing in, what was it, Pathfinder, maybe? Is it Pathfinder that did a lot of the character tokens? I don't know, I feel like a lot of systems have done the character tokens. But basically, like you just pop out of here. They're a little cardboard. Yeah, that's got a bunch of different things. It's got the Wookiee, it's got the droid, it's got the smuggler, the bounty hunters up here, good old Katniss. Then we got a couple of TIE fighters, a rank, a Hutt. Some of this stuff's really cool. And then it's got these little tokens here. I'm guessing those are the Destiny tokens or the Force tokens or whatever it was that they called them. I don't remember off the top of my head. We got some Gamorreans, a few different stormtroopers down here at the bottom. A lot of it's really cool, like top-notch stuff. I'm just interested to see like how it works, like setting it like on the map and like using it to represent like where your player character is like in relation to everything else. This is new to me. I've never really like used the mini. I always played Theater of the Mind, so I don't know. This is going to be new. Takes some getting used to. But yeah, and that's pretty much it for everything that came in the Star Wars Edge of the Empire beginner game from Fantasy Flight Games. My name is Mike, and I'm a dice chucker. If you guys like this video and want to see more unboxing stuff like this, please give a like, subscribe, all that stuff. You can follow me on Facebook at Dice Chuckers Anonymous, Twitter at Chuckers Anon. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me on this, guys. Later on, a Spelljammer box set that's supposed to be coming that I recently purchased. Definitely used AD&D full complete box set. I'm super stoked. I love Spelljammer. I love the space, like sci-fi aspect of all the Dungeons and Dragons stuff. So yeah, I'll probably be doing an unboxing of that. If you guys watch, feel free to follow me on all of the social medias and stuff. So this has been Dice Chuckers Anonymous. Keep going, man.